Good evening and welcome to another episode of Sip and Chat with me, your host, Fanta. I'm very excited today for the guest I have is someone I've known and I've seen them grow from the time they started to now. And they're very, very well-known makeup artists within the community here. And I'm super excited. But first, the money makers. A big thank you to Afrisol Gambia Limited for being a part of Sip and Chat. Thank you so very much for coming in a big way. Afri money is the way forward. And I've said this, and I was even speaking to my sister the other day, and I said to her, the easiest way for you to send money here is through Afri money. And she actually did a transaction. I'm not going to say the amount, but I do know that it was fast, it was quick, and it was easy. So Afrisol is definitely the way to go, not just with the best network, but helping us get our monies quicker in this country. Massive thank you to the best internet provider in the Gambia, iNet. Yes, this is something I will, as my friends and I would proudly say, this is the hill I will die on because iNet provides the best quality internet in the Gambia. I use it at home and I know friends that use it and I don't complain. So thank you guys for being a part of Sip and Chat. I'm very excited. My dress, my outfit is by the one and only Lilio. So thank you, Lilio, for always making me look beautiful on set. And my hair and makeup is done by my guest tonight. So please put your hands together as we would normally do, the imaginary clap for I Love My Sleeves.
Thank you for having me, Fanta.
Welcome to Sip and Chat.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. This is the first time she's on camera, guys, so bear with her, I will always bring my guests from wherever they're hiding. They must come here and they must sit on the chair and we must have conversations.
That's very true.
Welcome to Sip and Chat.
Thank
you excited?
Are
you nervous?
I'm nervous. I'm excited. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel, to be honest, but it's good to be here.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm happy you're here. I feel like you've done so well in what would seem like a short amount of time. But I know, because for me it's not a short amount of time. No. I've seen you grow from when we would draw, I wouldn't say crooked brows, but thicker brows, to now. Just to briefly tell the people who you are.
My name is Ida Faye. As people know me as Ida Faye. I do hair and makeup, as Fanta said. I'm only 25 years old, a young lady trying to achieve her dream. I've been doing this for about, let's say, 5 to 6 years now. And it's been great, to be honest. It has been great. Yeah, I think that's it.
So you said 5 to 6 years. What? Yeah. Because when I met you, you hadn't started doing makeup. No. When I met you, you hadn't started doing makeup. I don't even think you figured out what you wanted to do.
Not really.
So how did that happen?
I actually started taking this serious in 2017.
Okay.
When I came back from America and then I went to Senegal to do a few courses. But this has always been my passion, to be honest, because in school, I used to say litter cut.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I used to say. I used to say litter cut. It was never like, oh, doctor la buganeka or lawyer la buganeka. It was always litter cut. And I'm glad I actually stuck to that because honestly, to be honest. And I'm very happy that I'm doing this. I actually enjoy making people feel really nice. You feel like, oh, they actually just to feel themselves that people feel like to bring something out, something out, and they feel comfortable doing it and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very happy that this is what I'm doing. And I'm continue to evolve, inshallah. Yeah.
When you told your mom that you wanted to do makeup, we know, I always say this, Africa is a continent, but in a way it feels like a community. I would call a friend in Nigeria and the conversations would be the same about our African parents. So African parents, it's like they have a meeting that they do together to say, this is what we'll do to our children. And we know African parents are so big on, oh, my child is going to be a doctor or a lawyer, etc. What was it like when you told your mom, look, Mom, I want to be a beautician?
My mom had no issue with that. I wouldn't even say my mom. My parents had no issue with that.
Okay.
When I graduated from high school, my dad was like, Hana, langa bodef legi. I was like, well, I can do a course on international relations and stuff like that. He was like, okay, well, let's see. So I went to do that course, my first year, which was certificate, and he was like, don't have diploma. I said, no. I'm sorry, but no, I don't think this is really what I want to do. This is not for me. So I think I want to do hair and makeup. And then I spoke to my mom about it. She was like, yeah, that's fine. Now like by Halibi, we just def and then I don't think they regret letting me do this. Because they're happy about it. Honestly, but Sumaya has always been tahawing. Like Sumaya def ma tahaw. Wax dëgg yàlla and gërëm naa ko si loolu torop.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
That's
she
nice.
has no issue. She had no issue with that.
No, I know. I witnessed her being so
Yeah.
supportive of you. From this girl started doing. I'll just briefly say this, and then you can walk through people through their journey. I know that when you started doing makeup and started taking it seriously, we would be in your bedroom.
Definitely.
We would be in your bedroom, and your dressing table was your makeup table.
Yeah, it was
Basically,
as small as a stool.
it was very
Yeah,
small,
no,
and this is where we started.
Yeah.
So how has that been like, looking back now from 2016 or 17, when you did my first big makeup for first international event? How has that growth been like from there to now?
Great. Alhamdulillah, it's been very great. Because where I started from, honestly, like you said, from my dressing table, it was very, very, very small. Then from there, so my general furniture, US, in my bedroom. So I'm on a bigger dressing table that had a mirror. So I had no ring light. All I used to use was sunlight. Lol more than tax, I wanna gis lumane kadi goodie. No matter how phone be, I wanna gis lumane. So from there to going to America, coming back, and then mamuna tabah small boutique with like the support of my parents, obviously. Mamuna tabah small shop be, but I'm a big studio and I've been renovating and evolving and stuff like that. I feel like it has been a long journey. You don't put at all because so gis nit mu ega fena in life am na jaar yu bari.
Absolutely.
Te ku def nanka rek moy gis mujjentel bi. Das man fofu la ko de always tek comme ni ku nek ak sa wërsak ku topa yoon bi nga wara topa so defé nanka nga am patience rek results ko gis. I'm not saying ne ega na fu ma bëgg ega haja guma ega fofu nonu. People might think that ki am na lu no. Haja guma ega fofu nonu. Suma ega right now, I personally feel like I can do way better. So I'll keep improving and improving. But it has been a long journey. But supportive family, supportive friends like Fanta and other people, I'm very grateful to have them in my life. I can meet Nalian through the way, to be honest.
What would you say in taking makeup seriously to now has been the most challenging, or has there been a period in time where you felt like, you know what, this is, it's not it? Because we all go through, especially as a young entrepreneur, when you start out a business, it gets really challenging, especially in Gambia. Everything in Gambia is hard. I would just say this, everything in Gambia is hard. It takes extra work to even be recognized. But has there been a period where you felt like, you know what, I want to throw in the towel, this is it, I'm tired?
There's this thing about business. You cannot have a business and say, must law them through anything law haven't. Entrepreneurship is the hardest thing that you can ever do, honest to God. It's the most stressful thing that you can ever do. It's stressful, you have panic attacks, you have anxiety. Like I say, akiliani yo hamantene. Like they give munganya kanela because of nyom because yange halat like overthinking hey kila wara am like wait someday it's not gonna be, but it's just patient and just man, I'm a kind of person Fanta, I don't have any patience to be honest. I do not have any patience, but small ligue bi ma janga lo xamantene I need to have patience.
You do.
So lol yeb ci challenges la bokk di nga tassé ak ñi nga xamantene they're very difficult. You get to a point you're like I don't know if I want to go to work tomorrow, you know what, I should just quit this job. But then nga xamne comme this is what you really love doing. When I don't do this job for money, I do it because I love doing what I do. I can do people's makeup and just be like, oh, did it, Faye. Because I enjoy lumaneka def. So it's just like, I don't even know how to explain. But all I'm saying is, you just def nanka. You might go through things like this in life, but you don't just def nanka. You're gonna get through it. Important. Whatever it is that you're going through, it's a business. Just to be honest. So, that and I think that's it. To be honest.
What would you say is the most fun part of your job?
Definitely. I love meeting new people. To be honest, as people would say, like either community friendly and stuff. I actually am, but I need to get to know you first. So I like to meet new people and I like to click with my clients, and then some clients I'm actually seen to send new because I'm like, oh, this is when we get to talk about stuff. This is when we get to I get to express how I feel. You get to express how you feel and stuff like that. So just meeting new people and just looking forward to seeing clients as well come in. I feel like that's the most fun part, and trying new things too. I love trying new things.
You know, you touched on something that I feel has been a part of your brand for a while. When it comes to from what I've heard, is two things. It's, oh, she's expensive, or she's not friendly, or she's full of herself, or she's rude. I've even heard that, you know, and I've been asked, how have you been able to work with Ida for such a long time, you know? And my response would always be, I'm not the most patient person either. So I feel like whoever I'm able to work with, they must have some sort of tolerance. Obviously, over time as well, I've grown. I remember my mother would always tell me, you're in a field that is that you have to be a people's person, whether you are or not. When it's time to be social, you have to be. And I think I've mastered that, of being a social person. But for you, these are things that have followed your brand in a way. It's, or she's very expensive, or she's not friendly, or she's rude. Have you heard these rumors about you? And if you have, what is your response to that?
I have heard all three that you mentioned, Bashir. It's like, it's not about the pricing at the end of the day. It's about the time, my time that I invest, it's about the products that I use, it's just, I feel like I actually have the confidence to say I actually branded myself very well.
You did.
Exactly. So, it's just, like the products that I use are very, very, very high-end products. My fellow makeup artists, they know all of this. Products are not cheap, and you get them to a point where things are just getting worse. This has to do with everything, to be honest, right now in the world. But if you have a business, I feel like you attract clientele that you want to attract. So in order for you to do that, I feel like pricing kind of plays a part in stuff like that. Business. It's true you would like people to come. Why not every person is welcome to come into your business, right? I don't want to say pick and choose because but it's kind of like you filter your clients, right? These are the people that I genuinely want to work with. So
you have a target.
You have a target, exactly. You have a target audience. Like that's it. So it's not about me being expensive. I personally feel like my prices are reasonable, but other people might not feel the same way. That's why we have different people that you can, that you can go to. So I want to look glam. I sacrifice my but some I want to simple. You have somebody else that you can go to. We have different people, different prices. They choose what products to use. You share it. They can work with that. You can go ahead and do that. But just because a lot of us share, but if you compare with other pricing, I'm not really expensive to be honest. About Rewand. I've heard that a lot. But when you Fanta, if you get to know me, I'm foolish. When I take nothing serious, first. But in Gambia, it's mostly like when you take your business too serious, when you have discipline, it's always like, oh, it's not that. They just respect my league a bit too much. That's it. They usually say, oh, I don't know because so you on time if they cancel the booking. Because it's personally not. I personally feel like it's not okay pull my book, for example, for 3 o'clock, and then a client is supposed to come for 4 o'clock. You come in at 3:30. What can I do in 30 minutes? Honestly, nothing. It's not fair to the next client. I don't know what plans the client has. What if she has somewhere to be at 5? It's not respect. It's not for my brand especially. She doesn't take her booking serious because you have to sit there for an extra 30 minutes before she starts you. I'd rather hear ki defa rew than to hear ki nilam def or lila ma def. Bima nebuga nit mu wax ne comme Aida moma def li or Aida moma def li. So that's why I try my best just to be so disciplined. So discipline bobu non, that's what they really call rude. That's what I personally think. And Gambians, they're really fond of doing that. Comme ki nga xamantene dafa respect ligeyam rek or dafa def lu wara or dafa wax dega rek ki xamul bopam dafa rew dafa def. And it's usually like that, to be honest. But when
unfriendly, when they say you're unfriendly?
Unfriendly, I just feel like I just have a resting bitch face. I think that's it. I think I just have a resting bitch face. I don't think I'm unfriendly. When I'm quiet, this is how my mom and my dad look. Like when they're quiet, you think they're amluhel or they're mer or something, and that's not really how they are. Come the moment you say hi, like they smile immediately. That's exactly the kind of person I am. Like so no pay, you think I'm very stuck up or I have some attitude or something, and it's not even that. So just when I'm just quiet, to be honest. So I don't think I'm really unfriendly. I just need to get to know you first before Mamuna come open up and watan and chahan and stuff. And the people that used to say I'm unfriendly and the people that used to say I don't know are the closest people to me right now.
Are they?
To be honest.
Did they?
To be honest.
How do you know that? Did they come to you?
They told me.
They did?
They did.
Oh, wow.
I was just talking to one of them earlier before I came here. And then I was like, what if they asked me this question? And then she was like, well, don't learn, come because she came to me and then she was like, diga, manuwa diga ye, come neku diga. Even one person I said, I'm a forgo antene, like dangareo and stuff. But when I got to know you, I'm just hamne, you're just not an open person. Yeah. That's it. And that's really it. I didn't feel like I'm a nice person.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think I'm a nice person.
I think you are. But when in terms of the RBF, when you speak, I absolutely get that because I've been misjudged too with, Fanta doesn't say, she's full of herself, or she's X, Y, and Z. Because when I'm quiet, even the people that have known me for time would probably think I'm angry about something, but maybe I'm in my head, you know, so I completely get that. But on that note, we're going to go with our first break, one more back, more with Ale. Welcome back after that break. A massive thank you to Afrisol Gambia Limited and INET for being a part of Sip and Chat. Did I tell you that I'm filming in Mani Sushi? Did I? I have become such a lover of sushi, and absolutely the best is sold here at Mani Sushi. And this is such a beautiful place and such a beautiful restaurant, and the food is really, really top 10. You know, it's top tier, and you know what? I cannot wait for the end of the show so I can feed my face with some sushi. But thank you to Mani Sushi for giving us this space to film. It is such a cozy restaurant. So if you're looking for the best sushi in the Gambia, Mani is the one at the village. So don't say I don't put you on, guys. You know, I always put you on. But back to Ida. Welcome back.
Thank you.
When it comes to the makeup game in Gambia, we have seen pioneers, like I would say. We have seen the Amy Ceesays, the Trendies. What was your inspiration when you were starting? Who was one person that you looked at? Because I know the makeup game then, especially because these two women didn't live here, you know, we were mostly seeing them online, but we knew that the quality of the work that they were doing. What has been, or who has been your inspiration on that journey to you becoming this professional makeup artist?
Definitely, I would say, Trendy.
Yeah.
She has been, because even before my Amy Ceesay, Trendy la njika to be honest. So I've actually
Trendy
been
with
looking,
the pink box.
Yeah. I've actually been looking up to her for a while, to be honest. And then Amy Ceesay came along because of Adam.
Yeah.
And the Adam from SAS. So more Genata Maham Amy Ceesay. And then now it's really, I do look up to both of them, to be honest. Like, because I personally feel like yaga nancy. Because they've been in the game for the longest.
Absolutely.
So I've been looking up to both of them. They inspire me a lot.
And even till today.
Until today. Yes, they do.
Do you, I want to know, for makeup artists, is there like a thing where you look at techniques and you're like, oh, I like this technique that this person's done, I want to try it as well?
Of course, there is. Yeah, there is. I feel like today, you yaga needs to darasa. That catches your eye.
Absolutely.
And then you would be like, you know what, I would like to try.
Absolutely.
I would like to try. Even if you don't know, never to feel too big. Punga call koko la cheko na hanga definitely. I feel like lumu genata. Jubo bineka fufu. You know what I'm saying? Because bari wun honestly, it's just a few of us. So pull japanta is very important. There's nothing wrong with my guest company, for example, Bini or Bella, me def something, a call, Bini naka ame video bi, naka defeli, or Bella naka ame. It's always just good to communicate, try. So they never just feel too big, pull wa hasa moram, see ko hana have the same business. So I just feel like, yeah.
I was about to touch on that. In this game, in the makeup industry now, there's a lot of girls coming up doing makeup, Auntie Adam Sass, and I know you were a part of Sass at some point. And how has that changed or helped you?
Yeah, I was there for about 5 months.
Okay.
And then that's when I left. Because like I was saying earlier, I'm on patience. Yeah. So if I feel like things are a bit too slow,
you go.
I go. Okay. So, but then I got to a point where I was like, you know what, makeup, yeah. All they can teach you is just the basics.
Yeah.
As soon as you know the basics, you're them say on because practice makes perfect. Exactly. Yeah. Practice makes perfect. So SAS helped me within 5 months here because more for on them. Hitting the makeup be, I'm not tuti understanding from them, but kawar, munuma want anything. Man kondo sa. Until to this moment, I'm like,
I remember.
Mom, I'm not gonna do it. But munna wane lum bon adam jangal na malu tuti sude lunda wala si kawarsa at least jangal na ko from no, and then it has helped me a lot pull fumaneka right now. And I'm glad ne company she's very happy ne man mangi fumaneka right now because she does betay daf ma dey call I don't know nga jëlal ma ben actually ben class la ay yesa pour nga dimbali sama students at least nga jangal len graduation she would invite me and I have to be there the same because Adam is like my sister. What they gonna hear? She's like my sister. So do they even hold her come as a student, as a high ex student? They hold her come right. So I'm glad that she has helped me throughout this journey until today, from 2016
to now.
Actually 2014
wow.
to now, because 2013 I graduated. The year after that, that's when I started with SAS. So since 2014, she's been helping throughout until this day, 2022. She's still helping. So yeah.
That's nice. You touched on something that I really wanted to talk about in this makeup business, especially with you, Bella, Binny. Now you have Amy Lights coming up doing amazing work as well. You have Mama Africa, you have Joy, you have Mina's.
Yeah.
How has that dynamic been like? Because I do know that for a time there seemed to be some sort of competition, and there seemed to be some sort of they don't really get along, or the makeup girls don't get along, or this Ida's not speaking to Minnie, or Ida's not speaking to this person, or what has that been like? And where are you guys now?
I'm gonna start here right now.
Okay.
We're in a very good place, to be honest. We're in a very good space. I just feel like, Fanta, these clients are very sneaky. Honestly, if you see a business that has an issue, it's just those sneaky clients that just try to, which I feel like is not, I don't think that's a good thing to do. Because at the end of the day,
what do the clients do?
Come on, you salon bi. Oh, bini dama si mom. Actually, no. But isi wahi jambur in my shop. That's one thing that I do not. Honestly, everybody talks about the other person, but don't come into my shop and talk about another makeup artist. Makeup artists shouldn't even encourage that. Even being so professional that when you have a client in your shop, it doesn't matter who the client is. Don't talk about another makeup artist.
Absolutely.
Don't do that. So why you know? Then you book a new man. Isi wah. Tekula isi laf. Fakmu yobola. So you isi man isi wah. Man numa mel. You already one boot. It's just the company either the fareo or either. It just goes back to that because when you isi ma wahi jambur, I would never entertain it. You wanna musa tontu. So munga nakadi you are like So ki mom dama wax ak mom nangu man naguma faale but wahi jambur bi mo de isi yeneen wax moo de isi ñu dee am issues because for example Bini mun nañoo dem si Bini ne ko Aida Faye moo wax lii she wouldn't bother to call and be like comme ni Aida diw de lii lam wax she would rather just take ko si xolam bi man tam nga ñëw si man ne ma ne Aida Bini lii la wax or Bella lii la wax or Kile lii la wax and I would just keep quiet su nekkoon ne clients they don't do stuff like that issues like this wouldn't happen. I've been okay with everybody, to be honest. There's just one time that I had a misunderstanding with Bini, and honestly right now we're totally okay with that. There's not one day that we sat and said, "Come ni Bini hala mo he one time bi, I don't mo he one time bi." It's just nga xamantene ñaari nit ñu waat nañ back to their senses. Pour xamne you know what li jarut ko. Gambia dafa ndaw dañ wara jappalé wante. And so xalaté ne comme ku nekk ak wursakam, do re musa sona. so xalaatee ma lu ma war a am dama koo am man def ma dee call dama fees ma ne ko ne like callal xam nga callal la Bini xam nga callal la Bella xam nga callal la Joy or ma just send leen seen number yi so busy I would just send all the numbers and just communicate with them because I don't have an issue with doing stuff like that. And with this, you mentioned something about if you competition or there was a time there was a competition.
Yeah. Is there a competition still actually still?
I don't even think there was a competition. There's never a competition with me.
Okay.
Because ku nekk am na sa different loxo. No. You would never look at my work and be like, this looks like Obela Mokodef, this looks like Joy Mokodef. It's kuneka am nga sa own law. Kuneka am nga 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 nga. So why would there even be a competition? Maybe there was one that I didn't know about, and I'm glad I didn't know about it. I don't want to know about any competition. I don't want to know about any competition. All I want is you just neka bena, you japante, you japale wante because Gambia defando. Fu ñu jëndé bagage ñun ñëpp right now fu ñu nekk right now suma waré soxla dara ma call Bella ne ko ne diw fan la wara jëndé li mu ne ma demal fi ak fi diw suma light setting bi dama nit bu nga help ma mu ñëw mu help ma o ma dem mu help ma. It's just that, and that's how I want it to continue because that's how it's supposed to be.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that union and that unity, and to be honest, all of you are doing very, very well.
Thank you.
Now, you know, we talked about work a little bit, and I like talking about work, but we all know what I really love talking about. You got married, I mean, this month actually is your 1 year anniversary. You got married a year ago.
Yeah.
How has married life been?
It's been good.
Because you're only 25.
Guys, marriage is overrated.
Tell us, give us the tea.
No, honestly, neex na neexut. Am nga sëy dafa funny de. Sëy dafa funny de. No, but neex na neexut. To be honest, I would just say ngeen ñaan yàlla may leen jëkkër bu am understanding. Because suñ liggéey doy na waar de. Nga xëy suba nga génn kër. I would just give that one as an example. You leave your house at like, for example, let's say it's December. On a Saturday, you have a Christian bride. You start work at like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. If you don't have góor boo xamante ne dafa am understanding, dafa mun a muñ, like it's not gonna work. You're gonna quit your job or say bu dafa jeex. Because you leave your house on a Friday, nga dem liggéey like 10 but 12 si guddi. On a Saturday nga war a eewu at like 6. nga war a dem liggéey ji ba like 7, 8, 9 yàlla bu ñu tombee Wally Seck nga nekk fa ba 1 si salon bi. On a Sunday as well, Wally Seck dance xam nga show nga war faa nekkaati all the way. So what if you don't have a husband that's supportive? What if you don't have a husband that has understanding, ku am patience, ku xam jabaram xam nga, you get what I'm saying? Like you just need, all I'm gonna say is ngeen ut jëkkër bu julite, ngeen ut jëkkër bu am understanding, ku am patience, ku mun a muñ. That's all I'm gonna say. It's true say neex na neexut de, but ku nekk am nga sa part bu neex, am nga sa part bu naxari. Xëy na for exemple ñeneen ñi dañ tase ak jëkkër bu dee cheat, kii mu tase ak jëkkër boo xam ne nii la mel, kii tase ak jëkkër bu dee mel ni ku nekk sa own situation dafa different, but yow just ñaanal yàlla def loo xam ne loolu moo gën si yow. ñi nekk ni nga xam ne dañ nekk di yaakamti pour sëy.
waxal Pat wàcce sa tànk bi ñu dégg la.
Léegi am di sëy ñi nga xamante ne dañ yaakamti pour sëy def leen nanga daru daw bay daan, especially if you're young. Try and make sure yaa ngi okay personally first, yaa ngi okay mentally first, yaa ngi okay physically first. You have everything in check before you get married. I'm not saying this because maa ngi foofu noonu déedéet. I'm just saying this because gis naa ñeneen ñi nga xamante ne comme ñu ngi koo dunda and suñu amul lu gën a ray na ñoo génn.
Yow soo amul lu gën a di nga génn or di nga toog.
Damay toog kay.
Do you feel like you married at the right time or do you feel like maybe you could have waited?
I think I married at the right time, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? What did your husband do for you to feel like, you know what? I think I'm ready to marry this guy.
Boobu xaw ma de.
No. No. Because you want it. Well, I don't want to just briefly. What for you? What was it like? You say, you know what? I actually feel like I can marry this guy.
But in a but
what's one thing that stands out?
One thing that stands out is I believe ne suma jëkkër dafa am yërmande. That thing. Like loo mu di ñàkka soo amee yërmande ku am yërmande si yow def la bëgga like yërmande bi su fa nekkee rek ku def la bëgga, so I feel like loolu ma gën a attract ne yeah you know what I feel like yërmande mu am si man comme du ma wax ne musuma tase ak góor bu am yërmande boobu noonu de, but moom bosam it's just different. So su ma meree Ibrahima sax du xat comme du toog du taxaw da nekk si biir néeg bi nekk si téléphone am du ko si waañ bi du am soxla si waañ bi sax moom naa dugg mu ubbi fridge bi bu génn just because comme ni dama ko mere. That's how much he's So
he cares.
I think that's how much he cares. To be honest, I'm not bullfooing.
How long did you date him before you guys got married?
I don't want to talk about it.
How long did you date him?
No,
Did you date him for like 3 years?
There's gonna be some overlapping.
Oh. You know that in my
don't-
Never Have I Ever segment,
I will ask you.
I will ask you because you're talking about overlapping right now.
I'm not talking about it.
Like, this girl, dangerous girl. Yeah, take a sip.
Undisputed.
Very dangerous girl right now. But you know what? I like how I always get them in my Never Have I Ever segment. So we'll continue. But what has been the most interesting part, or let's say what has been the most amazing part about being married? Because you know, people always tell you, oh my God, my husband, my husband has done this, or my husband's done this, or this is the most romantic thing he's done so far, and I think this will stay with me forever.
Answer that question.
Why?
Because we've talked, so cancel that question. No.
But what have you
something
done?
else. Hey, son, we are romantic.
What is the most romantic thing you've done for him?
I'm trying to think. I feel, isn't cooking part of being romantic, is it?
I mean, but society has made it such a normal thing for women to cook for men but outside of cooking.
Yeah, but wait, before you continue, I feel like that was time bobo.
Okay.
Fanta bunga gis jabar bu toga jikaram right now, yombud de.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody is working. When are you home? When are you cooking?
I know of someone that would go.
You know?
This married thing sometimes is slavery.
It's not slavery. It's not slavery.
Because I know, no. I know of someone that would go to work, come back home. This is someone I'm very close to that will go to work, come back home, and make lunch or dinner. By the way, they were both busy, very busy people, but will come back home and make dinner. And I'm not saying there's nothing. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying. I'm just putting it out there that happens. Okay?
Yeah, because people, you can get guys in care. Imagine I'm them ligay until like 7, and then you come home, you have to cook.
Yeah.
You've been on your feet for like the longest.
Yeah.
They got a meeting, but come say, I just feel like say Africa more just like cherek.
Yeah.
To be honest, come what they just deal with jikar bu am yirmande. Come, for example, man, sometimes Hana mama they insist na buga toga, but suma sone, my husband never forces me to cook. No jël bagage mu do ci bi fridge bi. Ne ma ne mu nga xal bi ele nga toga. It all comes back to jikar bu am yirmande. Ko xamne amu yirmande. Koku mo nekka dila won ne dafa wara lekka. Xam nga lu ma mean that you have to keep cooking, you have to keep cooking, you have to keep cleaning, you have to keep doing this. But su la baye yow you tam nga nekk jigéen bu am xel di nga you know how to plan yourself out and just xam ne okay, you know what, I'm so busy tomorrow, xaaral ma clean tey su guddi su ko defee te ëllëg di ma war a def lii, ëllëg di ma war a def lii. And then feeling ko make mu seem like the jëkkër bi shouldn't do anything at home. I'm sorry, but it's not, maybe I'm white.
You're not white.
Maybe I'm white because
You are not white.
I feel like that. I personally feel like you should help out with the chores.
I think that should be the norm.
Yeah, I feel like you should help out with the chores. I feel like it's all part of being romantic, to be honest. But some men here just sit down, salve like this.
You know, we would get
Terry mode be and just chill. It shouldn't be like that. Because so then they talk together, so then they husband together, still wahtan.
And I think that builds the relationship.
It does.
It makes it even.
It does.
The bond to be stronger, you know. But we'll get back into that. You know, I asked you what was the most romantic thing. That's how the Queen conversation came about. But for you, from your end, what do you think is like? You're like, you know what? I've done nice things, but I think this one tops it.
Yeah, I feel like I've done 2.
Okay.
I got this guy a PS5. That's expensive and that's romantic as hell.
And we know how men feel about their PS5.
Exactly. So I'm pretty sure he was very happy about that. It was last year, his birthday.
That's so
I got him a PS5. And this year as well. Ooh. What did you get? No, I didn't get him anything, but like we had a good time, to be honest. We did a lot and we had a good time. Sometimes it's not even about the gifts.
Yeah.
Come on, personally, you don't have to get me a gift. Like, it's just, for example, for my birthday, we can just go out to eat.
Yeah.
I'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, we can take a road trip and just go. I'll appreciate it. It's just about the little things that it's not always about the gift. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do what I feel like I want to do, just so I can show him it's not always about the gifts. So we went out for dinner. Yeah, we had a good time. Full stop. Nothing else.
Wow, she's really giving us censored. She's really showing us the women that are not married that, you know what, I did a married woman's thing.
I sure did. Because last year I wasn't. Last year I wasn't. This was our first birthday together as
a married couple.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So I had to go a little extra.
Yeah.
And I did.
Do you think that in Gambia, now we're about to get into a whole different type of conversation, but do you think that in Gambia, when it comes to men and women, the imbalance of, let's say, being domesticated, like I feel like in Gambia or Africans' homes, a lot of the times women are groomed to be married. It's like we're trained. It's like our whole existence is you have to do this, or else if you go to your husband's house, you won't do X, Y, and Z. So definitely, you're not having to talk about it. Whereas the man is just left to wonder. And anyhow, like there is no proper training for a man to be a partner, for a man to help, for a man to be supported, for a man to even learn how to cook. But some men solely believe that it is a woman's job to cook and clean and do all of the domestic chores. What do you think about that?
I don't think it's fair. I would never raise my child that way because I know how it feels for you tackle everything. So I would never raise my son or my male child or whatever like that. I like supportive men. I like you to help out.
We do.
So I don't understand why Sikiri, but that's not my mother. I'm sorry, but that's not my mother's child. And on a Sunday, so hey, go to the family, jigen du fompa. Nga food, kimu wear. That's how we were raised. So man, how my yefi I come ni munuma bale or man sumaya jang man sumaya yere manunde no. But and I think that should stop. I feel like everybody should just nga try nga yar sa dom no hamantene.
Absolutely.
That's one loolu I just believe because soo ko yaree si ne jigéen baa war a def yëpp honestly at the end of the day jabaram ngay teg na xaar rek because jabar bi mooy soona jabar bi mooy war a ñëwaat yaraat ko and nobody really has time for that awma time nga magee fële ma ñëwaat ñu dëkk benn kër ma war laa yaraat xanaa ñaari yoon nga bëgg ñu yar la that really cannot happen. So I just feel like suñu just yar then just try to make an effort just pour yar doom yu góor yi ñu xam ne jigéen bi warut a def lii. You know what that one thing that gets to me is what xale bi su moo jooy ka jël sa doom bi. That is loolu can kill me honest to God. Xanaa doom bi man kenn maa ko jur. Xanaa man kenn maa war a toppatoo doom bi. I'm sorry but no. I got into it with a cousin of mine. Maa ngi toog doomam baa ngay jooy. Yow diw kaji sa doom ngay jooy and I flipped. I was like, xanaa mun kenn moo jur doom bi. Like don't say that. I don't think that's nice to say. Like kaay nga jël xale bi oh yow nga jóg nga fopp xale bi. There's so many jigéen ñi nga xamante ne ñu ngi tëdda guddi duñu am nelaw guddaay. And then at the end of the day xale bi su jooyee xaaji guddi jëkkër baa ngi xandoor fële yaay bi jóg na.
Du dee tal doomam bi sax.
All they really care about is just to sleep. So then just try. I don't think it's fair. So I just personally feel like they should just try just pour yarin bi na change rek. But I feel like ñun suñu doom yi I
feel like our generation would be different.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be very different.
But you said something that I take very personal. If you know me, you know that these conversations, they really move me. So we have some, in my household we have some Nigerian home training, some Sierra Leonean because of my family, how we're mixed like that. And if it's one thing I know, is those of us that were in Nigeria or born or were raised there for some time, there's always that. Like my little brother, who was born in Nigeria, he is. Because in Nigeria, this is the thing. I have little cousins that moved back a couple of years ago. You will find them fetching water or helping my auntie, helping their sisters. This is what it is. So here in Gambia, unfortunately, I am Gambian and I have been in Gambian households and I've seen is you would see the sister cooking and cleaning and the brother's feet are kick up and he's watching TV.
Yep.
And the sister might even be trying to clean the living room.
And you just walk past with your dirty feet.
And I think it's the parents that allow this. It's the parents and it hinders us. And the girl child goes through so much stress in her entire life that for some people, marriage is their only solace. Now imagine you hope to say, oh, I'm ready to be married, and then you marry a monster. You marry a man.
It's worse.
You marry a man that has zero training, believes that it is a woman's job to be a slave, basically, and then you cook for them, you clean for them, you have a job, then you have a child for them. Then you also have to take care of their sexual needs. Are you a robot? So I feel like these are all things that when it comes to marriage that we really have to touch on, which is why I was asking you, how's your marriage life?
But I feel like people don't think about that. People don't think about all of that.
Oh no, I don't think so. And I think even when it comes to marriage, I feel like it should be something that you really consider the person you're marrying, who they are, outside of what they do for you or how they make you feel. Are they kind towards you? Are they supportive of you? Are they people that are understanding?
And do you want them to be a father?
Do you think they'll make good fathers?
Yeah, do you think
how do they talk to you when there's an argument? I feel like these are all things. And there might be some people that look at it, no, these are things we should look at.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at my mom and dad's marriage and I saw the friendship they had before he passed, I say to myself, you know what? I want a man like my dad. A lot of the times people would look at me and say, oh, Fanta, you're so confident, or you're so this. Or maybe they'll even say, I'm picky with the men, or why aren't you married? Why aren't you married? No, I am picky. I'm allowed to be picky. This is someone I'm looking at to spend the rest of my life with. So I have to be picky.
It's a long journey.
It is, it's long. Imagine you're married to someone for 40 years, 50 years. I'm sorry, with one person. Pick the right person. This is just how I feel, which is why I was asking these questions about marriage, and I'm glad you've shared your opinion on that, because people should really, really look at it, and our mothers should really. If you have an older son, maybe it might be too late. If they marry a good wife. But if you have a young son, these are ideals you should instill in them, because it's not about learning some of these things are basic life skills that you need. Right? On that note, we're going to go with our second break. One more back, more with Ida.
With AfriCell, you're never out of credit even if you're out of cash. Borrow up to $250 as credit with the AfriCell Cholera Credit. Send a blank SMS to 152 to activate the Cholera Credit. AfriCell Cholera Credit, the solution for you.
Welcome back after that break. A massive thank you to Manny Sushi for, look at us with our dragon rolls and a shrimp volcano. Okay, this is what I like. If you know me, you know I love food. So this is making me very happy right now. So thank you to Manny Sushi for providing us all of these goodies. Super thankful. A massive thank you to AfriCell Gambia Limited, iNet, and of course, Global Properties. Thank you for being a part of Sip and Chat. Thank you to Lilio for this beautiful outfit. We already know how Lilio comes through, So check Lilio out. That's the only message I have for you. Ida? Yeah. Right before the break, we were talking about how, in family houses, the roles are very, very heavy on women. Women are looked at to take care of the house. Women are looked at, there's a lot more responsibility on girls than boys, which is why girls are groomed with the idea of, oh, you're going to be someone's wife. And a lot of the young men are not taught or trained to be, you're going to be someone's husband and father. And I think this is a very important thing that we need to look at, especially us that are like young women now that will be married, that will have kids. What's one thing that you know for a fact you want to instill in your children, male or female? Mostly male.
Yeah, mostly male, exactly.
Mostly male.
Because the female, I feel like you're going to do everything on that one. But when it comes to helping out, when it comes to having respect, when it comes to caring, when it comes to all of it, I'm going to make sure you have. I'm going to make sure that's how you are, so that you can treat someone else's daughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everything. That'll do monkey.
That'll do monkey.
Inshallah. I'm going to make sure you have.
Do you plan on having kids anytime soon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, after this month, January. After I work.
Yeah.
So,
you want to have kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love kids.
I know.
I
I know.
do.
I know.
I'm
How many
obsessed
kids do
with
you want to have? I know.
Maybe like 3.
3. I want 3 too.
Yeah, I gotta have that conversation.
Ooh, because he wants more. Do you feel like he want more? Ibrahim want
No, I
more?
don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like he might be between 3 and 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Either one,
It's fine.
I can.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, then look at you.
I want twins. Yeah, I gotta pray.
You want twins?
Yeah. I don't know, for some weird reason, I just love twins.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's a hard word.
With your store, with your job,
With everything. Fanta.
With life.
With everything.
I don't know,
I
man.
love twins, so I think I would definitely want to have twins.
Yeah.
I don't mind if it's like
2 boys, 2 girls, 1 boy, 1 girl.
Yeah, I don't really.
You don't really mind.
I just want twins.
Okay, then. Yana yala make twins con. Yana make twins. You barke. You nice. I know that you recently just came back from Nigeria and you went to. I like how now a lot of you guys, the makeup artists like Binnies, the Bellas, Amy, all of you are like investing in training and courses and bringing that back here. Then you actually see the difference in the makeup game. How has that been like for you? Because this is your first time going to Nigeria for that, right? Yeah.
And it has been, first of all, Nigeria looks like a trick. It brings a lot of clients.
Really?
It does. It does. You know, it's just Gambia, then people is. That's the thing. They like new stuff. So the moment new business come, I know something new, right? Or isn't it a new skill, right? You got it.
I also feel like,
That's it.
obviously, that your job, it has taken your handiwork a notch higher.
It has.
So when they see that, they're like, oh, okay, Ada used to be here, she's here.
Yeah,
Like,
improve na
yeah.
That's the same thing that everyone is saying. Okay, improve na
Yeah.
I don't forget improve, especially Kawarambi.
Yeah.
Like Kawarambi is just different.
Yeah.
Because Nigeria has a lot of stuff.
Listen.
Nigerians inspire me. I love Nigerians.
You have to put respect on my country.
Yeah, I love Nigerians,
Okay.
to be honest. I feel like they're just so dedicated. Then because
Yeah.
they
go all out for what they do.
Then they want to done dollar.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
So it has been amazing. I'm glad I went to Nigeria. I'm glad Bini and Bella
Yes.
them Nigeria
Yeah.
because it did help me a lot with. So that I hope Bahangina come
See.
them exactly.
Tuki
Them
jangala,
just
tuki like
just
jangala.
to see. Like my mom would say, buy an original ticket. The more buy the original ticket, so I get ticket because she used to get it for me. But as soon as she stopped, I was like, this is a bit too expensive for me to
Yeah.
do right now. So, but I was like, you know what? Let me just try and just go to Nigeria and then maybe just to change my ways and stuff because Nigeria is on top of the beauty game at the moment. It is when it comes to hair, when it comes to makeup, when it comes to I can say photography.
It's at the top.
Yeah, it
It's at the
actually
top.
is at the top. So I think it was a very good choice. Just pull try, pull improve, and it has been amazing because I've improved a lot. A lot.
I see that. Okay,
Yeah.
this hair and makeup was done by Ida, obviously. Here we are. Now, obviously, you know the show. You've been with the show from the beginning. You know that mental health is something very important to me. We talk about our mental health together all the time. I think that's what I love about me and my friends. I think we have relationships because this girl is, like a little sister and a friend at the same time. And, my makeup artist and hairstylist. But that's something we always talk about. And we have opened up to each other in different ways about the things we struggle with. What are some of your challenges?
As of right now, I'm not even in a good place, but it has been better, to be honest. Fundamental health is it's just all over the place. But I hide my feelings all the time. I hide how I feel all the time. And it barely move on. Muhammad Key is going.
Something is wrong.
There's something wrong with this person. But just the moment they just Dimbele is me. I cried.
I know.
I cry. So when I feel some kind of way, I just let everything out. So when I cry, I will call my sister Mariam and I would just cry. I had joy, Bali, joy, and I'm just there like I just need to cry out to somebody. There's just 3 people that I really just call and I had my joy. So I call Teki, call Naki, and I would just cry everything out. As soon as I cry,
You're good.
I'm good.
Okay.
But it takes a long time
Before
I get there. Like things they easy put that I'm trigger. No, but it can also take a little thing. It can take a little thing from just, But as right now, I'm better than, let's say, last week.
What are some of the things that put you in that state?
Work, number 1. my business is a business that no matter how many employees you have, you're gonna be stressed because you're the head of it.
Yeah.
No matter how much
Yeah.
you're gonna be stressed because you're the head of it. You need to keep track of everything.
Absolutely.
And one person munta def all of that.
Everything.
Okay, man, I have bad OCD. I have bad discipline. Like Maluneka has to be
Extreme.
It's extreme. Once I say strawberry, that's the kind of person I am. So I prefer to do everything for myself.
But that's impossible.
But exactly. So I try to. You realize how long I'm studio artist when it comes to makeup.
Yeah.
Because something happened and then now exactly it's crazy. So I try to have so having all of that to my help kind of it's very overwhelming. So it just gets me
over the top.
Over the top, to be honest. It's just work. Work is that one thing. Work and responsibilities in this country. It's that one thing that gets to me, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. It's work and just the responsibilities. Having to know like need after work. So time was more like
Stress.
I'm stressed out. So when I flip. Because I'm like, how am I gonna solve this? How am I gonna solve it? How am I gonna solve it? So I'm in so it's a bit challenging, but alhamdulillah. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk to so basically for you, what's therapeutic is talking to your people.
Yes, really my sister.
Okay.
Talking to my sister really helps. Because somebody else over from my house and I would just go straight to her. Imagine, I would pass my husband in the house. I'll go all the way to my sister. Mariam, assalamu alaikum. Mariam, you hungry? And I just start talking. I'll actually forget that I have a client, but it actually helps me because of that I'm and I'll just go and start my day at work. And then I go home again. So something would happen at work. When you see Mariam, I'm pretty sure she's just like you. I'm just sick and tired of her.
Yes.
But she has a choice. She really doesn't have a choice. She gotta deal with me.
That's what sisters are.
Exactly.
It's like me yesterday. I called my sister and for 3 hours we were on the phone. We had all sorts of emotional ups and downs with everything that's happening, and so I understand that. And your mental health can be tested in different ways, especially if you're an empath. And things get to you, and then you could see something online and it triggers you. I just with this tragic incident in Nigeria, Davido's baby passing, the way that affected me, you would wonder if I knew them, or if I've met them, or if I have a child. But it affected me so badly that Tuesday was a day off for me. And all I wanted to do was call my sister, and we were on the phone for 3 hours, and that for me was it. So I understand that the bond with sisters, I just feel like sisters are like God's gifts to us, really.
It's like your second mom or something.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so thank you to my big sisters for being there.
My age difference with my sister is 12 years.
I know.
That's a lot.
It is. I know.
It is a lot.
I know.
But yeah.
But that's good. But then, so your husband, how does he help with your mental?
No, but he never. Today Musabuga maneka mankena.
Oh.
Ibrahim, I would be in the bedroom and he'll be in the living room. Did I find you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of those that
like
I need to know what's happening. Yeah.
I'm like Dara.
Yeah.
Like he just
yeah,
but
he
he'll
does
keep asking. And then I would flip and say, but he always makes sure I'm never alone. Then I make sure I'm conversation man. Then I force it. Every thing that he can say, just pull to be alone. So he does help a lot when it comes to stuff like that. Nobody tops Mariam.
Nobody tops Mariam.
No.
Okay.
No.
I love that. Mariam,
No.
thank you. We'll go with our final break when we're back. You know what's coming. Welcome back after that break, and we are at the final segment of the show, the Never Have I Ever. Are you ready?
I am.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First question. Never have I dated two people at the same time. I don't know why you're laughing. I have.
Because why did that have to be your...
I don't know. It just, I have never, but.
Yeah, wait. What did you say? What was the
Never
question?
have I ever dated two people at once.
In case I lied to someone, here's the truth though.
You have. Were you caught? How did that happen? Did they know?
Fanta, it's supposed to be one question at a time.
No.
You just asked one. You go to the next.
I probe
was-
further. That's what I do.
No, I wasn't.
Did they know?
No.
Wow, so you are really a player. Very young.
Sound like that.
You really were playing, juggling this man up and down.
Fanta, you know my mom is gonna watch this and exactly, so stop doing this.
Second question. Never have I ever accidentally called my partner by another man's name. You know what? I'm just gonna take a sip. You know, I don't lie.
Yeah,
I like
need
to be
one
honest.
too.
So
Have you?
I actually have called someone by another person's name. You know, and then I was like, oh, this is so and so. You know, you gotta play it cool. But what did they say? What did they say?
No, that was very embarrassing. That it was.
You know,
How would you feel if somebody did that to you?
I would just be quiet. And I feel like that would be more of an impact, you know? It's like, if you mistakenly call me by someone's name, I'm not gonna make a fuss. I'll just look at you like, wow.
I would. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I know you would.
Exactly.
What did they say?
No, but they didn't say anything. They were quiet too.
That would kill you. Did that kill you?
No, that's not you, Cody.
Hey!
Yeah.
So think by them. Never have I ever lied to my partner and got caught. Wow.
I have never.
I know you're a girl. Very dangerous girl. I have never had.
I have.
Take a sip.
I might as well drink this entire thing because.
Either. Wow. Okay. Never have I ever dated a married man.
I have never. No,
It's not my thing, you know.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm a very possessive person.
But in our Dugalante and or what, I would never do that.
No. Never have I ever dated someone for money.
No.
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 Yo, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, I got the money. That sounds like she was savage.
No,
But thank you. I think I let you off easy off the never
You
have I ever.
definitely did.
I did. I
I'm
absolutely let you
scared.
off easy, you know, because we talked about really important things that I felt like were very. But thank you so very much for coming on Sip and Chat.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
it. You know,
Thanks for
anything
having
before we
me.
wrap up the segment.
Girls, get it together. That's all I'm gonna say.
Get it together how?
Yeah, but just get it together when it comes to like your future, your job. Just get your life together. I posted something on my Snapchat today. Wait, I gotta read it out for y'all.
Yeah, please do.
Let me find it.
But I think that is very, very true.
Because that was the first thing that I saw when I woke up this morning. It says party after party until you wake up 15 years later with no savings, no investments, no qualifications, no job. Just a gallery full of pictures and memories of people you don't talk to anymore. It's just another day to remind you to keep your circle productive and have self-discipline. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on this show. I think this said it all, to be honest.
And I think, like you said, for girls, since we're on that, girls to get it together, it is very, very important for a girl to have a path in what they want to do, how they want to live their life, and the things they want to achieve. And don't get me wrong, I love enjoyment. If you know me, you know I love to have a good time. But you know what I also love? Getting my money and making sure that my priorities are in check, you know. So always do that. Make sure your ducks are in a row. This life is very fleeting. And you know, I'm just gonna say this. Don't ever let anybody drag you into their negative energy. It doesn't matter what they do, who they are. Always remember that you are your own person, that you can achieve anything you want. It's not easy, but it is doable. So until I come back your way again, peace, love, and cha-ching, cha-ching. Bye-bye.